this is supposed to be a 2-hour paper. I'm hoping that it won't quite take me the full 2 hours, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's just get into it. If it's taking me ages, I might split this video into 2 parts because I don't want it to be too long, but yeah. So this is the Northern Irish exam board. This is the formula sheet you get with some different formulas on it. But yeah, let's go. ABCD is a side of a square of side 60 centimeters. The lengths of AB and DC are increased by 15%. So AB and DC are increased by 15%, and BC and AD are decreased by 20%. State whether the perimeter has increased or decreased and by what percentage. Okay, so they're all 60 centimeters. The ones that have increased, we want to do that too. So let's get out our calculator. I don't know how well you guys can see the screen, but I hope you enjoy the signs anyway. So they become 69 centimeters, and that is for AB and DC. And then we got 60 multiplied by 0.8, which gets us 48 centimeters. So the total perimeter is 69 plus 69 plus 48 plus 48. Which is 234. And then the previous, oh, that's not how you spell previous, Eve. Previous perimeter was 60 times 4, which is 240. So state whether it is increased or decreased and by what percentage. So it has gone from this to this. So it is decreased. And we want to do this minus this over that. Which gives us 2.5 decreased by 2.5%. So this, we just did that on the calculator there really quick. So yeah. And, oh, sorry about that noise, guys. Just knocked something. So here I'll put that it is decreased by 2.5%. Okay, next question. Calculate the midpoint of the line joining the points 0, 6 and 2, 14. So the midpoint of a line is the 2x coordinates added together and divided by 2, and then the 2y coordinates added together and divided by 2. So that's going to get you 1, 10. Find the equation of the straight line joining the 2 points. So we have the midpoint. Which is not that helpful. Wait, how do you actually do this? Let me remember. Oh yeah, okay. So we can get the gradient by doing y1 minus y2 like this. That gets us 4. And then you want to sub that into this formula. just use any point that you can. So if we use 0, 6, y minus 6 equals 4 upon x, so y equals 4x plus 6. That there's a line, yeah, right on the line. Okay, cool. Okay, this one we just have some pretty simple algebra. Also, guys, if you would like me to do a video where I do some maths like a bit slower, and kind of like teach it to you guys, I could do that as well, but because this is gonna take me quite a while, I don't want to dilly-dally too much because I kind of want to finish the whole thing. I think that'd be kind of fun if I managed to finish it. But yeah, I can also do that and do this video in a little bit of a different style. So here we gotta expand out our brackets. So you do this thing where you have to multiply all that stuff. Oh, I've not even drawn that right, have I? There we are. Plus 7m minus 2m minus 14. So we got 2m squared plus 5m minus 14. Yeah, so I'm kind of going quite quick, which I don't want to do too much. I did a 7 there, and that'd be 7m. Then we don't want it to be 4. Wait, look, you gotta factorize this though. Do I do? Wait. Plus 7 there, we get 14m though. No, that's not right. Okay, my calculator actually has a factorize function, so I can use that. Maybe it doesn't factorize, I might have made a mistake. Am I being dumb? I don't know. Yeah, wait, that doesn't factorize, so how can you simplify that? Oh, maybe this is the simplified version actually. It just wants me to do that. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. I was overcomplicating it, I think. Okay. A shape is split into 4 rectangles. Find an expression for the shaded area. Write your answer as a quadratic expression, simplifying where necessary. Okay. Okay, so for this rectangle, or I guess we can just do, so it's n plus 2, because this is n plus 2 multiplied by n minus 4. That's literally it. Write your answer as a quadratic expression, simplifying where necessary. Okay. So I just need to expand this out. So n squared plus 2n minus 4n minus 8. N squared minus 2n minus 8. That is literally it. Okay, volume of the cylinder. Not gonna lie. Oh no, I do know the volume of a cylinder. I was gonna say it was on the formula sheet, but I know the volume of a cylinder. So it's the pi r squared times h. So r here is gonna be 6 because it's half of 12, and h is 18. So v equals pi multiplied by 6 squared multiplied by 18. So we got pi times 6 squared times 18, which is 648 pi, which equals 2035.75. Does it say how it wants me to leave it? No, I'm just gonna leave it as 648 pi to keep it exact. The pressure exerted by the cylinder on the floor is 0.3 newtons per centimeter squared. Find the force exerted by the cylinder on the floor. What is the formula for that? I fully do not know. Pressure and force. Pressure equals force over area, maybe? Is that right? Pressure equals force over area. Let's try that. Pressure equals force over area. So, force equals pressure times area. And then this, we need to divide that by, I'm assuming it's just the area. So we got 36 pi, that is. Yeah, we need to divide it by the height, because what's the point in that? And then multiply by 0.3. And that gets me 54 over 5 pi. But it wants it to the nearest whole number, which is 34. To the nearest whole number. No, I have no idea if that is going to be right or not, because I do not remember if I've got the formula right there, but we're just going to go with it, boys. We're just going to go with it. Okay, the Venn diagram shows which sports members play at a leisure center. Okay, how many members play squash? So that's 6 plus 3 plus 9 plus 2, so that's 20, I believe. Yep. How many players play both football and badminton? That's gonna be 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Find the area of the triangle. Okay, well, ABC. Okay, so A equals half BH. So, what's the easiest way to do this? Okay, I'll just do it this way. I don't know if this is actually the fastest way, but I can't really be bothered to do it any other way. So this one's 15 centimeters squared for this bit. Then here, we can do Pythagoras. So that's going to be 72. No, sorry, 64. What is wrong with me? So B is 8. Which means that we can then do this. So the total area, 24 plus 15, which is 39 centimeters this is literally adding. So it was 4. 4 plus 18 is 22. 22 plus 30 is 52. Plus 24 is 76. Then 90, 97, and 100. On the insert provided, plot the cumulative frequency graph on the given axes. Okay, it's at the end. Oh, I really can't be bothered to do that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I just don't want to have to scroll back and forth. I might see if I can do it on this. Okay, price in thousands, cumulative frequency. So from 50,000 to 100,000, we're going up to 4. Then up to 150, we're going up to 22. Wait, how do you plot these? Plot the cumulative frequency graph. I actually don't really know what you're supposed to do to plot these. So maybe it should be points. I actually do not know at all, guys, to be fair. Let me think. I don't know if it should be a box plot or not. This is so rusty, my math is from this sort of era, guys. While we're thinking, let's just have a check. We're still recording and we are. That's good. Always a good sign. I might just leave this one out, to be honest, guys. I can't really be bothered to do the graph anyway, so we're just gonna move on. Yeah, I'm not doing an interquartile range. Sorry, boys, can't be bothered. Calculate the arc length of A, B. Okay, so it's 100 out of 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 7. So 7 pi multiplied by 10 over 36. 35 over 18 pi, which to one decimal place is 6.1. Bahamas deliver containers of food. Each container weighs 50 kg to the nearest 5 kg. The maximum load our van can carry is 1500 kg measured to the nearest 100 kg. What is the greatest possible number of containers the BAM can carry in our van? This is one of these weird ones. So that had to have been rounded down. So, or up. So if you go from 47.5 kg, that's the lowest that could weigh. Then you want to assume that the load is higher. 9 recurring. Right? So I guess you just say 1550 for argument's sake. Sorry if you guys can hear my sister in there. 1550 divided by 47.5. Sorry guys, I had to take a quick cut there because my sister came in and wanted me to get her a fucking spider. But I put that into my calculator and we got 32. 32.6, but that's fine because it wouldn't work that way anyway. So the answer's gonna be 32, I think. I'm not sure if there's a more specific way to do that, but I just can't really remember, so yeah. Okay, so find the equation of the line which passes through the point 83 and is perpendicular to the line. Y equals 4x. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, my recording is all good. Sorry about that. So first of all, this equation again. Also, guys, I am kind of tired while I'm filming this, so if I make mistakes, I am sometimes an idiot anyway, but I'm probably being an idiot because I'm tired, so yeah. Anyways. Okay, in the right angle triangle, AB is 4 centimeters longer than BC. AB and BC, that's the area of the triangle. Okay, so AB, so we need A equals half base times height, just half times X times X plus 4, and that is equal to 38.5. So that's going to be half X squared plus 2X. Plus 2X equals 38.5. Then we want to multiply everything by 2. X squared plus 4X. And yes, I am going to do this on my calculator just to check. So that gets us what we needed as required. Okay, calculate the size of angle C. So it wants this angle here. So let me think. So we have our adjacent and our opposite. So the cos of C is x over x plus 4. But I obviously need to solve to find x first. So x x plus 11 minus 7 works. Yeah, so x has to be 7 in this case, which means that this is 7 over 11. So C equals the inverse cos of 7 over 11. And my calculator is in radians and not degrees. 1 second, guys. 7 over 11, 50.5 degrees. There we are. Okay, find the angle, the value, sorry, of the angle marked X. Give your answer correct 1 decimal place. Okay, let me think. So this obviously has to be 17.3. Oh no, sorry. That's 16. That's 17.3. Okay, so the first thing we do is find this angle. So we got 180 minus 90 minus 58.4. That's 31.6 degrees. Then we can use this. Actually, what is the easiest way to do this? So to get this angle, we need 2 of these sides. Oh, okay, you actually don't need to do that. So we want to find this side. Let's call it Z. So here we've got hypotenuse and then opposite, which is so the sine of 58.4 equals Z over 17.3. So Z which is 23.26 degrees. What did it say? One decimal place, so 0.3 degrees. Okay. I might call it there for this video, guys. Or should I pick one more question? Let's pick one more, and then we're gonna call it there for this video. Just because I don't want it to be too long. That's what we just did. Okay, I cannot be bothered to do this big circle one. This one's got a lot of reading. Let's do this one. This one's kind of fun. Okay, so we want to simplify this. This is kind of tricky for GCSE, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just writing it out again because I find that helps, to be fair. Okay, so we need a C and a W. It's all pluses. And then we need the 5 and the 2 to be like that. So that'll give you CW plus 5C plus 2W plus CW. Then down here, it's not going to be a difference of 2 squares. So I think all we can do is just pull out the 3. Oh, and then we can simplify.